Before I had a child with ADHD, I thought that parents did not know how to discipline children. I thought that they needed to be more tough with children.
Ow, don't smack me, buddy.
I understand now. I understand that it is absolutely a hard thing to live with. My son has heard people say he's crazy and overly energetic, and my son is not crazy by any means. He just has ADHD.
Maybe. Maybe he has ADHD. You know, I've been at this a long time. You wouldn't guess that. I can think back as far back as the 70s when I referred to ADD and ADHD as a wastebasket diagnosis. And a wastebasket diagnosis is what we referred to as when you don't really know what's going on, there's just this kind of catch-all diagnosis that you can just say, hey, it's ADD, ADHD. And it was rendered too often and typically by people that didn't really know what it meant. Maybe a GP, maybe a pediatrician that wasn't particularly versed in that. And we know a lot more about it now than we did then. And so when you say that he has that, you've done the responsible thing and had him diagnosed by the right kinds of professionals. But even ADD and ADHD are not a singular disorder. There are subsets of this, and there's neurology that underlies this, and some of them involve a sleepy cortex, some of them don't. But yet there's one medication, and if you give it to the wrong subset, it's like throwing gas on a fire. It'll just cause them to explode in their behavior. Now, here's a video of Megan's son that she sent me as an example of his behavior.
You know what?
Be nice. Hey, yeah!
Are you recording me?
No.
Why are you recording?
Stop.
Why?
Stop. Be nice.
Why?
Because you're being silly, that's why.
Is this for Dr. Phil?
Just to show him your energy.
I have so much energy, Dr. Phil!
I get it. Megan says that when he was younger, he would throw toys at the dog and torture a lizard. And you say that he swats and kicks or plays rough with animals.
Swats at them or kicks
Yeah.
at them. He never makes contact.
Right. And we're talking about 4 dogs and 10 cats?
Not by choice, but yes. And
Oh, no, there's always a choice.
okay, fair enough. My parents passed and we inherited their animals.
I keep saying there's always a choice. I said there was a choice about your jobs, a choice about where your child is on the priority list. And I have to tell you, if you've got this kind of situation where you're trying to get something under control and you make a priority list, you would say that he's your top priority.
Absolutely.
But then you have a lot of competing priorities. Your jobs, money, of course, you got to pay the bills, you got to keep a roof over his head, you got to feed him. But then you've got 10 animals, 10 cats and 4 dogs in the house. This can create a lot of chaos, distraction, absorption of energy.
That's fair.
And listen, I'm a huge pet lover. I'm not about abandoning, I'm talking about responsibly rehoming these pets. If you need to have a singular focus on your son, there's always a choice. And I just can't imagine this child, running wild and out of control, and then there's 14 animals running around the house and troubles with finding childcare and supervision and all of that. Aren't you just worn out?
For the most part, yeah.
You're doing the right thing being here right now. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.